Rohan defends the Fords of Isen as Theodred's forces have been caught by Isengard raiders, and now they must defend and hope and pray to whatever gods they worship for relief. And relief is on the way in the form of his father. King Theoden is riding to save his son. And yes, he is going to spare no Uruk to make sure his son and heir survives today. And he's brought all of his household guard with him. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days battle feud today. And yes, we are here at the Fords of Isen as we have Rohan already engaging against these Isengard Urukai down here. These Uruk raiders going in. And they are battling away with, it looks like, some sword Danes down here already getting stuck in, and men and orcs are starting to fall. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. This is a battle we did on a stream not too long ago, and it was a super fun one. It's a pretty close one as well, actually. So definitely snack and drink worthy. So definitely sit back, relax, and prepare for some Lord of the Rings action. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. It's pretty much just a what-if scenario. It's like, what if Theodred, Prince Theodred had got sought relief and had like been able to have a chance to survive, because obviously he's kind of like just ambushed at the Fords of Isen in the films and dies. This one, he's still kind of like ambushed. He's being attacked on both sides, but there is relief on the way. So a chance and belief that they can, you know, maybe survive here for the players in the center on this sort of island. And already Axe Aids as well being attacked here. I mean, both these units are pretty rubbish, and yeah, they are going to take a little while to kill each other. Like, Urukai Raiders are some of the more lower tier infantry. Not the lowest tier, but some of the lower tier that Isengard can bring. And the Axe Aids are also nothing too impressive. Isengard's infantry is massively better than Rohan's in like just every department, so it'll be interesting to see how Rohan does in this land fight. They really obviously operate well with cavalry. We have half-orc axes with their big double-handed axes, you can see here, going in now, and they're facing off against the Axe Danes. That's a really good target to try and take out for Rohan, is the shock infantry. We'll see how they do here. But yeah, already they are trying to, you know, chip away at the Rohan forces. We've already got Rohan setting in more axes into his swords to make sure the flank is covered. And even more raiders coming forward already. They're setting in a lot of this early, sort of like low tier stuff very early here. And we've got wargs already being committed as well. Wargs of Isengard. I think they were trying to pull through. I mean, there is a gap here. I think they were trying to go through the gap. Paul did it. But they've been routed themselves, I think, by archers here. They've been focused down, and now we have guards moved us up that are now just closing that gap up. And we've got another gap opening on this side already as well. Urukai Raiders being managing to find a way through, and now being attacked in the flank here by those like Eorling Retainers, the best swords that Rohan can find. But yes, if you're enjoying the Dawnless Days action and would like to see some more Lord of the Rings content, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and the comment shows support, guys. It really does help out the channel as we work towards 11k subs. It looks like we've got some Axe Aids as well coming in from the other side, and they're going to try and surround these raiders and make sure that this breach in the formation is quickly sealed up. But yeah, they do need to really hold at the river. I mean, if you try and hold any further up, you are going to really struggle to hold this line. It's well, a much longer line. It's a very small, narrow point that you try and have to hold here by the river. And actually, Isengard has managed to, again on this side, managed to kind of push past the main front line and has found another gap with some raiders here. And the Axe Danes are again being sent in to stop them. And maybe we'll see a few side charges. I don't know. There's a few cav on the island that could help out, but not many. Mainly generals as well. But there is Theoden's forces over here in this corner, and then there is still actually a couple of other cav units that are way over here as well. We've got some Eorling Knights and Riders of Rohan, and they are, you know, waiting as well for an opportunity to go in for a charge maybe on something. I mean, there's plenty of options here. I mean, the General Ugluk is waiting there. There are also half-orc spears, but you don't really want to charge those guys. And Lurtz here is getting focused down, actually. You need to be careful of for Lurtz's sake, because he's a general. and he's a bow unit. And yeah, he's down to 62 men left. They need to be careful he does not get killed, because that will do a lot of damage to morale if he does die. Crossbows are being set up as well, and they are able to use their ammo from this sort of angle, because crossbows now can arc. I don't know if you're not aware, if you've not been like updated by Dawnless stage recently. Yeah, crossbows don't need a clear line of sight anymore. They can just arc. So you could see crossbows being a bit more widespread use, I think, by factions that have them. I think it's more like for the balance of like dwarves, because dwarves could like just absolutely destroyed at the moment now because in a range fight. So I can see why they did it, and I'm kind of all for that. I mean, the payoff is that you have less range, you have to get closer. There's some mustard spears in here for Rohan as well. These guys are going to try and hold the line, see how they do. It looks like it could be a very futile sort of defense for them, because they are true rubbish, the mustard spears. They're just here to bulk up numbers. They're doing their best. They're fighting for their families, for their homes, for the Westfold. We've got some half-orc axes are routing. There's still more to come forward. There's berserkers amongst these reserves as well. So yeah, some really top-tier stuff still to come in. Actual Urkai infantry, berserkers. And then there are, I think, somewhere White Hand Stormers. We've still got half-orc spears to go in as well. Plenty of those. I'd send them in first, to be honest. But they're all going to be needed as well for counters with cavalry. There's actually a lot of half-orc spears on the side here. And we've got more berserkers back here. Just thought you need to know. And then who we got over here? White Hand Stormer General. Yeah, they got a lot of berserkers, actually. Incredible. A general has fallen, and that is Lurtz. Lurtz is gone. That is a real blow there for the Isengard player. Already losing Lurtz this early in the game. With such a large amount of your forces left, yeah, that's not good at all. And yeah, Ingo, the Rohan over here. They're going to do their bit, try and fight on. A long line of green men fighting here. By calling them green men, it makes them sound like they're aliens, but they are not from another world. Well, I guess they are in a way. They are from the world of Middle Earth, but they're definitely not from outer space. But yes, we've got Yeoman of the Mark setting up here. They're out of ammo. That's not a good sign for Rohan. Already getting through his ammo quite quickly here. Some more Yeoman here. Still yet to finish up using it. Theirs, I'm not quite sure what they're shooting at. I think the half-orcs as they come in. And yeah, on the other side as well, looks like Helmingast is starting to run out of ammo as well. So that's not good. And we're seeing another breakthrough here, actually. I don't think this unit should be able to break through. There's a solid line of infantry here. So this guard of Mudasel going in is having to deal with maybe a bit of a cheeky pull through. And there you go. He's been dealt with. There you go. The line is sort of holding for now. You can see that it's looking okay. Reserves still coming up. We've still got some wargs over here for Isengard as well. So they could be pretty useful if they do get a breakthrough. They can help challenge the Cav of Rohan, because they do have anti-sort of Cav abilities. And this is looking like a really bad breakthrough here for Isengard. We're going to see half-orc axes in a moment. Yeah, rout all of those units there. Look at this. There's a lot of routing going on this side here now for Rohan, actually. And there's a big gap that's opening up. Yeoman of the Mark are going to have to go in and try and hold the line. Some retainers going in. There's still plenty of reserves here. Lots of retainers here that could be sent forward and might need to be sent forward. This side's holding okay for now. But yeah, on this flank here, we are seeing a lot of crumbling taking place. And we've got Theodred coming forward. He's actually coming forward, I guess, to rally the troops. Tell them to get back in line. A fight for him and his life. Yes, there he is. Theodred holding the line. kind of glad that they did add him. He has like doesn't really feature at all in the Lord of the Rings sort of film. You just see his body. Kind of cool that they added him. Good for the campaign, that's for sure. Which I guess like the campaign is set before like the actual sort of start of Lord of the Rings. So it is kind of like Theodred's alive, and you know he'll be kicking around doing stuff. So yeah, cool to have him in. Yeah, archers now in this front line for Rohan is also a problem. The infantry was already pretty rubbish fighting. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to have any. They're going to have any more luck now with these archers in the front line. The Eorlingas, they're pretty good. And there's some of those on the other side. They're pretty decent infantry. They have an axe and a shield and some decent armor. But yeah, the yeomen, not so much. You can see already wavering at 140 men out of 170. They lost 30 guys and thought, yep, that's it. I'm getting out of here. But yeah, we might have to see these household knights and all these Eorling knights as well get into action and start to get stuff done. We've got the heir of the King's Mark as well, also trying to do some damage. And these cav units inside sort of the I was going to say the settlement, but it's not really settlement. Inside the encirclement are kind of trapped. But if they have to deal with a breakthrough, they'll do a decent job as long as it's not in the water. Here we go. We've got Eorlingas now shifting across here, so we're having some better infantry being sent in. I mean, well, they're hybrids at best. And they're being sent in where the line is looking most weak, which is pretty much wherever the archers of the Yeomen of the Mark are wavering. With the Eorlingas, they're pretty identifiable. They're not in green like the rest of the army. They're in red. They have red shields and armor. They're pretty cool. Yes, it looks like it's going okay. I mean, this flank also is now starting to waver and break in quite a few areas. Certainly the lower tiers of axe thanes and also mustard spears, like those levy units, or like even just like poorly trained units are just starting to break. They're exhausted. They've taken a lot of losses. They're not as disciplined as some other units, or got unwavering morale like the berserkers. Those guys will fight quite literally to the last man. You can see here, there's still lots of half-orc spears being sort of mustered in this little corner here. So whether they're going to try and make a big push here, it's certainly a pretty weak spot. I mean, there is literally one Eorling retainer and an axe thane. It looks like they're going to try and give ground there. Well, I think it's for a cav charge. Yeah, you can see the King's Mark cav here. They're going to go for a charge. They need to be careful. The infantry's kind of getting in their own way. I think that's just a poor sort of coordination there by the players. But here go the Knights of the King's Mark. In they go. Decent charge. We're going to see more cavalry charges, that's for sure, as this battle goes on, as Theoden starts to get stuck in. And speaking of Theoden, he has arrived on this flank here. We've already had a little bit of a charge here from the Eorling Knights, and they have fallen. Been killed off here by the Fords of Isengard, but they are, you know, helping to bait them out, get them shot up a little bit and weakened. And we've got Uruk-hai infantry as well. But yeah, this Isengard player has fully retreated into the water now to try and debuff the cav charges when they come in. He's not really got any archers to sort of just shoot the cav either. But the cav is going to have to act soon because, yeah, this line is still wavering, still breaking. We've got mustard spears over here and Eorlingas that are being provided, and they're not going to break through anytime soon. And by the looks of it, these swords are being sent back because, as you can see, this line is now starting to crumble as well. The cav is going to be needed very, very soon. Any reserves that can be sent in need to be sent in soon. Theodred is looking like he's getting ready for a charge. He's standing behind the line, waiting for the infantry to break and then charge into the victorious Uruk-hai. And it looks like we might also see, I thought we might see a charge soon. The riders, I don't know if they'll charge into the water and charge spears, but they might charge into the water and charge swords, and they certainly won't be going in against the wargs, but they might have to. They might be like, well, it's not our best combat, but we might need to go in and deal with it. Balance of power, by the way, is not looking too bad. 5,100 against 6,600, and here we go. I think the charge is coming. Riders, I think they're trying to bait. Yeah, trying to bait these wargs out of the water. I mean, the best thing to do is, yeah, bring forward the King's Mark Theodred, and they can just, like, they can volley with their bows and just keep these wargs under fire. I mean, which is what they're doing at the moment. And, yeah, the riders are trying to bait these guys out. I think the wargs are quicker than these riders of Rohan. So even if they did try to get activate them, they would probably be, they'd probably able to catch them. But it seems like they went in for a charge anyway, so there you go. They were baiting, and then they thought, screw it, we're going in for the charge. And the Spear Cav, I think, does a little bit better than wargs in melee, I've been told. Shock Cav, not so great, but Spear Cav actually is okay against wargs. So it kind of makes, you know, like Spear Cav actually useful. It's like actually an anti-warg sort of unit. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, here we go, more riders going in, and they're going to, again, I think, try and target the wargs. The Isengard player is aware of this, and he's like, I'm getting out of there. I'm not fighting those guys. Well, maybe he is. Maybe he's changed his mind. But yeah, again, Cavalry, again, Spear Cav against wargs, I think works in favor for Rohan.
Our men return to the fight.
The wargs going in. I don't think they got a great charge off on the half-orc spears here, so they might want to try and fall back, because these spears might start to just take out riders pretty quickly. Cav now coming in against the swords that have been sort of baited out a little bit, and in there he goes. Looks like more riders going in. Yeah, it's more riders of Rohan. I mean, that's kind of like what most of the army of like Rohan would be made up of. It's not going to be made up of elite cav. It's mainly like riders, medium cav at best, and they're in amongst the Uruk-hai crossbows now. This is huge. I mean, they have no ammo left, but they are already into that sort of like soft underbelly, the center of the Isengard line. And if they can break through here, already you can see the rear charging the back of the fight around the river, of where the infantry is. Not a lot, but they're slowly getting there, so relief is on the way. Theoden is riding to his son's aid. He's doing what he can. Theoden's been kept back at the moment, which makes sense. You know, don't send in the king just yet. Heir of the Useful being sent in. So again, still like low tier cab being sent in. You can see the spears are starting to just pick off these riders of Rohan. They should really try and get them recharged. Yeah, we have the Cav fighting in there. We actually have Cav as well going in here, as you can tell. You see as well, it looks like it might be, I think it's the general, the other general, not Theodred, but the Eorlingas knights he's charging. I think at this point he did desync a little bit. Or just, well, not a little bit. I think he crashed that play, but I think most of his troops were in combat in some form or another, and I think just, the last few are just like these men-at-arms. This is looking pretty bad on this flank here. As you can see, Isengard is getting a bit of a breakthrough now. We have seen charges from generals as well, and they are being forced back there. I think they've got riders inside the settlement. Well, these have always been inside. I think they might have broken through. There is a gap in the line, maybe, but I'm not sure. These guys might have always been in here. A charge there from the Household Knight, going into White-Hand Stormers. It's not a bad charge, doing some damage to them. And again, another charge there. We've got Theodred joining that fight, going in with his own Household Guard. Yeah, trying to do as much damage to these White-Hand Stormers, try and stop them from crossing the river. But they are already across on this side here. And that big blob of half-orc spears that we saw earlier, that is starting to basically push across. They blobbed up and then send them all in. And with sort of weight of arms, they've managed to break across the river, and they're nearly through. I mean, this Eorlingas here is the only thing that's holding back. And I think it's actually pulling out of combat, which is what's going to cause the threat. I think that might be the AI player at this point now. On the rest of the flank, though, we're still holding pretty strong. It's just that corner over there. Really, we need more cav to be sent this way. I can't really risk my general too many more times because obviously he's risking being shot by archers. But here we go, cav charging to the back here of the half-orc charge, or routing them, hopefully. But yeah, straight under enemy fire immediately. Lost 30 riders already from archer fire, but there's still the crossbows and mortal bow rabble there. That are going to be a real problem. Back on this side here, Theoden is slowly breaking through. Looks like these units are losing while in melee against the Cav. Whether Theoden should really recharge, I don't know. The archer fire coming in from the King's Mark is also probably helping, you know, to kill off some of these Uruks. Yeah, not too bad there. And then now we have Theodred, who's broken through the front lines, and he's actually coming to help his father's men break through. Incredible stuff.
Men have given up and are running for their lives.
There you go. That might actually rout the Uruks. Being sandwiched from two sides by heavy cav certainly would be enough. Down to 68 and dropping. And you can see over here, this is not so good. We're seeing cav starting to break riders of Rohan. Heir of the Eastfold getting broken because they're charging into half-orc spears. They need to be careful of that. What have we got over here? We've got Ugluk. He's just standing here, whether it's worth charging. I mean, it's a half-orc spear as well as protecting him. But that's now kind of been baited out a little bit, so that might be worth charging the spear and then getting Ugluk. And then we got an Earling Knight going in here. That's actually going to rear charge some half-orc axes here. It's a really good charge, helping out the retainers that are otherwise getting swamped. And Rohan's cav is coming in clutch right now. Numbers-wise, it's looking very, very close. It's 2,000 against 3,000 in favor of Isengard. Isengard still has the numbers, but Rohan has the cav. And that is the main thing. You can see on this flank here, Rohan is causing all sorts of problems, bouncing in and out of units. You see Theoden and Theodred are both looking like they're going to try and take out Ugluk here. Theodred is going for a rear charge into the spears and then also into Ugluk's retinue, which I think is just a more heavily armored raider. I think. It's at least what it looks like. Yeah, he is in real trouble there. On this side here, you can see Isengard has fully broken through. I mean, they've got a lot of sort of like spears and archers. There's not a lot of shock infantry or swords. The general here is still alive. Wyatt Storm, he's still alive. And the left of the Rohan line is still holding, but it's not really anywhere it can go, so it might as well just try and hold here. Berserkers are inside. Those big, malicious looking blades carving through the Rohan ranks. And it actually looks like we are seeing some retreats from the Earling men-at-arms here. They're going to try and pull out, but they're going to lose men doing that. We've got crossbows with a lot of ammo as well, still alive. They're going to be a real problem for the cav. If they can keep those alive, Isengard, they've got a real chance. Rohan has pretty much broken through here. We have actually my general over on this side here as well, helping out because it's like I'm not keeping them over there. My men are doomed, unfortunately, my infantry. But my general can, help out with the cavalry aid, and hopefully can cause some relief, get some relief. But yeah, here we go. Rohan is breaking through. The crossbows having moved up. It looks like they're going to try and form up, but they are going to get charged here. And there you go. They're getting charged now by Rohirrim. Archer's going in as well. And this key unit for Isengard being killed off. I don't know why it really pushed forward this far. It definitely shouldn't have. It could have just stayed behind the lines and been safe. But whether they were trying to get over here to shoot cav, I do not know. Yeah, Riders Rohan going in. They're going to I think they're going to try and charge this big old massive infantry over here. I mean, the frames when I come over here are just a drop. The amount of Uruks that have blobbed in this area is a lot. Here they go, the Riders going in, charging to a whole mass of stuff. See in the background as well, men of Rohan still fighting for that river line, even though the defenses are kind of lost. They can't retreat. They're pretty much getting surrounded down there. Brave men. And now who's this? This is Theodred. He's still pretty healthy as well. So Theodred looks like at the moment he's going to live. But he's charging into Berserkers, which is a great target to try and hit. Very light shock infantry. These guys will get absolutely torn apart by cav. Theodred is pulling out that combat, which is fine. He's going back out the way he came in. going for a new target. Looks like he's going for the Uruk-hai infantry here, or at least he looks like he was sort of going for it. It doesn't really look he got a great charge. Theoden's still very much alive. And you can see here the Uruk-hai crossbows being, it looks like, dealt with. I don't know whether they're going to try and get more charges off on them. I don't know. They're just recycling. Looks like the household guards getting ready here. We've still got Eorling Knights. Got some good calves still alive here. Heir of the King's Mark. They just need to keep charging into all this blob down here and just doing as much damage as possible. I mean, like, there's a lot of wavering units down here. This general as well. I think he's still alive. This White Stormer general. If they kill him, they've got a good chance of success. See the cav going in. And they're fighting on another side charge coming, it looks like again from Theodred. In comes Theodred, charging into the flank. And these Uruks are starting to waver, they're starting to break. They're exhausted, a lot of them are just like half-orc spears and archers now. Even the half-orc spears can't seem to be able to withstand the charges. Theodred looks like he might have pulled through a little bit there on the half-orc spear, it's kind of hard to tell. There is about 14 of them left. They might have been trampled, I'm not, to be honest. They're getting charged again by the heirs of the King's Mark just to make sure. Some of my infantry's even survived. The guards and Mudazeld in this far flank have even managed to survive the fight, help pin down some swords and help get them dealt with. These swords over here are trying to disengage, try and run back to Isengard, I guess. And there's still another general over here, White Stormer, but it doesn't matter. He won't be able to rally his troops. And it looks like Theoden is going to save Theodred. And both King and Heir of Rohan are going to survive and be victorious here today at the Fords of Isengard. There's another charge. It looks like another charge is coming. There it goes. A bit delayed. For Eorlingas! For the King! Glorious. For Bernard Hill as well. R.I.P. the King of Theoden. There you go. A Pyrrhic victory for Rohan. There you go. We'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. As I was saying, this was a battle we did in a stream. So yeah, I was playing in this one. It's from my perspective as Rohan. I was one of the forces defending. I was on the side where we got broken through, unfortunately. But luckily, just in time. Theoden did arrive, but we have 332 kills with our general, with the household knights here. I mean, these infantry did pretty decent. 136 for the sword thanes, the Retainers 161, 160. Axe thanes getting 155, 150. I mean, they're killing like lower tier infantry as well, like the raiders, so that's why it's buffing up their numbers. Doesn't necessarily make them look great units. Just like to say, 309 though, and 305 kills with the guards of Mudasel is insane. These guys is really well. Same with the Eorlingas, 332, 353, 248, some very good, 284, sorry, some very good kills there. Then we have K1 playing as the second Rohan army. I think he desynced just at the end, but he had pretty much just his general left who got 250 kills. His sword thanes, 133. Early Retainers getting 160, 159. His Axe Thanes 118 kills. 118 kills with the Guard of Moodsteld. Another getting 157. His Yeoman of the Mark 205, 235. 262 kills with the Eorlingas and 269 with another there. And his Heir of the King's Mark getting 111. And then we have Ike playing as Theoden. 102 kills with the King himself. 215 kills with the Heir of the King's Mark. 208 with another there. The Rise of Rohan, which the most of, like for his cav units, getting 148 kills, 156 kills. His Heir of the Eastfold, 161, 107. Eorling Knights getting 181, 100 kills with the Household Knight, and then 249 kills with the other one there. Then we have Bulk playing as the final sort of Rohan army here, Prince Theodred. He got 510 kills with the Prince. Incredible stuff. Really, really good. And then we have the Sword Thanes here getting 145 kills, 141 with another there. Early Thanes getting 147. Axe Thanes getting 135 kills, 171 kills. His Erling Men at Arms, 164, 111 kills. Yeoman of the Mark, 185, 259, 280, 245. The Archers just did insane for Rohan. They really did. 105 kills of the Riders of the Rohan here. And another Riders of the Rohan getting 224 kills. Then we have Huey Boy playing as one of the Isengard armies. He had Lurt. He did lose his general quite early on. And that, I think, has affected his scores. But yeah, his Raiders not getting many kills. 387 kills though with an Uruk-hai infantry is incredible. 207 with another 234. Like the more elite Uruks did very, very well. 240 kills with the half-orc axes. 283 with another there. Those double-handed axes carving through. And yeah, nothing else getting much in the way of kills. Then we have Mythic playing as the 2nd Isengard army. 194 kills with Wyand Stormers here. 103 with the Uruk-hai infantry. 123 with another one there. His Berserkers 224 kills. 112 kills with the Berserkers there. And then he's got a half-orc spears with 120. Mortal Bow Rebel 104, 101 kills. Then we have Cheeky Fool playing as the 3rd Isengard army. Uruk-hai Raiders 108. 114 with the Uruk-hai infantry, 149, 182, 170, some decent kills there. His Berserkers getting 132 kills, 129. And then, yeah, his crossbows getting the most kills out of his range, 165 kills there. Then we have Jackaboy playing as the final Isengard army, playing as Ugluk's force, 158 kills for the Raiders here, the best of the bunch. 197 kills with his Uruk-hai infantry. 145 with the Stormers, 296 kills with the half-orc axes, 250 with the other one, very, very good. Another one even getting triple figures there. 229 kills with a half-orc spear. Actually earned itself a silver chevron, incredible. Crossbows, 248 kills and 251 kills there. It's also not too shabby for Jack. So really well done to everyone that played part in this one. This was a really close battle. Could have gone either way, I feel. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment shows support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.